What's up, Michigan fans? Welcome back to the Maize and Bluebeard podcast, your daily podcast for all things Michigan football, Michigan basketball, and all Michigan sports. I'm Chris. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you taking some time to talk a little Michigan Wolverines with me. We are going to preview Michigan, Tennessee in the Elite Eight. We're going to talk about what Michigan needs to do to have a victory today and move on to the Final Four. And then we're also going to update you on what happened with women's basketball. We're going to preview hockey, and we're going to catch you up on baseball and softball as well. And of course, we'll sprinkle in a little recruiting news, just so there's always a little football in every video. And of course, we'll wrap it up with the results to yesterday's question of the day. All this and more on this episode of the Maize and Bluebeard podcast. Let's go blue, and let's get to it. The Michigan men's basketball team is set to take on the Tennessee Volunteers in the Elite Eight this afternoon at 2:15. If Michigan's able to win, they will face Arizona, who defeated Purdue last night by double digits, even though Purdue led most of the game. In the other game, Illinois and Iowa, Illinois pulled away at the end and won, despite Iowa having a lead for a lot of the game. So they both punched their ticket. Michigan will play Tennessee today, and then in the later game in the evening, Duke will take on UConn. So it's coming down to the nitty-gritty, and Michigan wants to punch their ticket to that Final Four matchup with Arizona we've all been talking about. And to do so, they're going to have to be locked in a few areas. So keys to victory for Michigan. They've got another size advantage, so they need to take advantage of it, and they need their big men to show up. Morris Johnson needs to make buckets underneath the rim. He can't be missing those at all, and he can't be missing all his free throws. He needs to play a much better game. Mara needs to show up. He needs to be tougher. He can't get pushed around. He needs to have a great game like he had for so many games before the Alabama game. Lindenborg needs to continue what he's doing, using his size, his strength, being aggressive. If all three of them have a great game, we're going to be in really good shape. The second thing Michigan's got to do is win the rebounding game. Tennessee is really, really good at rebounding, and it creates a lot of second chance opportunities for them. So Michigan needs to box out, get a butt on a body, and get the rebounds and keep Tennessee to one-and-done shots, which leads me to my next one, and it has to do with defense. First, Michigan needs to play really good defense. Tennessee is a lot like Alabama. They can get on hot streaks. They can score at will. So Michigan needs to play good defense on the perimeter and down low and just be locked in the whole game. Do whatever it takes to slow down Tennessee and make it tough for them. But also, Tennessee is a pretty good perimeter defensive team. That's why it's important for Michigan to win the game inside. Their big men to have a big game. But if our perimeter guys, our guards, get open looks, knock those threes down. They got to shoot well. And this is just a bonus. I usually just do three, but bonus, Michigan has to hit at least 75% of their free throws. No more of this 50% stuff. But if Michigan plays good defense, our big men show up and have a good game, and we win the rebounding game and make our free throws, we'll be sitting pretty, and we will be getting ready to go to the Final Four to take on Arizona. And I can't wait to see how it all plays out. I can't wait to see Ade Mara and Morris Johnson Jr. I feel like they're going to just go off and want to make up for having a tough game against Alabama. So we shall see. Of course, I will be on for the live post game afterwards. And we'll talk all about it. So keep an eye on the channel and get ready for that. I can't wait to hang out with you and talk about a Michigan victory. I will try to be in the Discord for those of you that have joined. A link up for it is down below. I'll try to be in the Discord under the Michigan versus Tennessee live game chat in there that you can find. I am going to Carowinds, which is an amusement park here with the fam, and I'm going to try to get home in time for the game, but I might be driving. So if I'm not in there, talk amongst yourselves, and I will be in there as soon as I can. But I will definitely do a live post-game, so keep an eye out for that. The Michigan women's basketball team is also headed to the Elite Eight after they defeated Louisville in the Sweet 16 today, 71-52. Michigan. I watched the game, and Michigan used some crazy runs. They went on an 18-2 run. They went on a 20-2 run, and they were able to just build a lead and just coast the rest of the way. They played fantastic. Let's see. Olivia Olson had 19 points and 5 rebounds. Silas Swords, my favorite player, had 16 points and 4 rebounds. Talia DeFalsi had 10 points and 8 rebounds. Brooke Daniels had 7 and 9. And Mila Holloway, their point guard, had 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. They forced 18 turnovers, and they out-rebounded Louisville 42-33. So just a fantastic game. Michigan is looking very good. So they will play on Monday in the Elite Eight. They will face either Texas or Kentucky. Texas won. So Michigan is going to face Texas, who was the number 3 seed, on Monday at 7 p.m. So get excited for that. Hopefully both of them will be going to the Final Four by the time we go to bed on Monday night. Hockey, of course, is in the next round of the NCAA tournament. They are playing Minnesota-Duluth in a huge game at 5:30, so we can watch the men's basketball team play, and then we can watch the hockey team play. That game is going to be on Minnesota-Duluth is usually a really good team, and they are good this year, but their record was 24-14. They went 11-12 in their conference, so not the usual super strong season, but they have made it this far, so Michigan cannot take them lightly. They need to play their best game, just like they have been lately. From earlier today, Wisconsin took down Michigan State in overtime, 4-3. Poor Sparty. Both their teams' seasons are done. What are you going to do? But Wisconsin moved on, as did North Dakota. So they are going to be facing each other in the Final Four on one side, Frozen Four on one side, and then Michigan will take on the winner of Denver and Western Michigan, who Western Michigan, of course, is the defending national champs. So that would be interesting to have in Michigan versus Western Michigan matchup in the Frozen Four. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. I will try to be in the Discord for chat during the hockey game as well. So a lot of hanging out with me tomorrow. Keep an eye on the channel. Michigan baseball got back on track as they took the second game of the series with Rutgers. The offense came alive and they won 11-5. Let's see. Evan Hager homered twice. Colby Turner was 4 for 4 and had a 3-run home run. Eric Pudanis, that's a tough name, earned his first career win. He threw 5 innings and struck out 2. So fantastic game. They had 10 hits as a team, and they improved to 13-13, 2-6 in the Big Ten. They'll wrap up the series on today at 1 p.m. It'll be on Big Ten Plus. Michigan softball went the other way, and they gave up a huge amount of runs to Purdue. They lose 13-6. They fall to 20-13, 1-7 in the Big Ten. They gave up 6 runs in the 5th inning, which proved to be too much to overcome. They'll wrap up the series today at 1 p.m. against Purdue. Michigan had a huge recruiting weekend. They had some great people coming in at the tail end of the week and over the weekend, and a lot of them had a lot of good things to say. So not only are we going to talk about some big recruits that maybe Michigan is becoming the favorite for after their visit, but also I'm going to tell you what they said, because a lot of people hear like what the current players say, and they say, oh, of course they're going to say that. They want to get playing time. There's always something. But these are recruits that can go anywhere. They have a lot of schools interested in them, so they don't have to sing Michigan's praises. So let's talk about who came and what they said. First of all, some defensive line studs came that I'm really excited about. I've talked about them before. The number 2 defensive lineman in Rivals class rankings for next year, Marcus Fakatu, came, and he had a great time. Michigan is becoming one of the favorites, if not the favorite, for the stud defensive lineman. And he said, had an awesome visit with the new coaching staff. An amazing group of coaches. Looking forward to the spring game. Thank you, Michigan football. David Falarancho, another great defensive lineman that I'm excited about, was also at Michigan, and he said, visited Michigan today, had a wonderful conversation with Coach Larry Black and David Denham. Love to see what Coach Whittingham is building. Thank you for the hospitality, and I will see you soon at the official visit. That's not the only defensive player, though. 4-star cornerback Darius Johnson also came, and he had some amazing things to say. He said, my experience at Michigan this past weekend was honestly amazing. Loved what they had to show and was also good. It was good watching practice. The energy, the culture, which we've been talking about, and the way the program is built really stood out to me, and seeing how the coaches coach. What continues to excite me is being able to have the opportunity to compete at the highest level and be part of something special and a winning team. The coaches believe in me a lot, and that means everything. I've built a strong relationship with them, and I can see how I fit into what they have built. Being a priority for them definitely motivates me even more. Coach Whittingham is a great coach, and I had some really great conversations with him. It was a great time overall. That's what I'm talking about. And offensive lineman Sidney Rolu was also blown away. He said, my visit to Michigan was awesome. The energy around the program is contagious. I'm connected with the coaches and the players. I'm excited most about playing for Coach Whittingham and the Wolverines is the chance to be a part of building something special. Their vision for the future, combined with the tradition and passion of the fan base, makes it an opportunity I couldn't pass up. I'm excited to contribute to their success and also being able to play for Coach Harding. Sounds like someone who's about to sign on the dotted line. And then also they had some great visits from 2028 recruits. 4-star quarterback Trayvon Towns got an offer, and he said Michigan football is a first-class program. They know how to roll out the red carpet for recruits and their families. That's some of those hires that Michigan made in the front office showing up. The fact that there's a possibility I could one day be at the helm in Michigan is a blessing. 4-star edge rusher George Parkinson IV said, I would say the history and culture of Michigan and what it means to play and be a Michigan man is what stands out. It's a great opportunity. And then safety Drake Colner, a top 300 safety, safety Drake Colner said the Wolverines are one of his early favorites. He's a Rivals 300 safety. He said the thing that stands out most to me is how much the culture has changed and how much the energy they have during practice and after practice. The coaches are awesome. So it's just great to hear all these recruits pumped, especially the ones for 2027 who are 4 stars, very highly thought of. If we could get all of them, holy smokes, it's just looking good. And it's great, just great to hear them say the culture, the energy, the coaches are great, the players, the way the team is built, the energy, it's infectious, contagious. You gotta love it. Now it's time for the results to yesterday's question of the day. Remember, I ask a question of the day every day. So if you haven't voted on today's question, after this video, head to the community tab and vote. Yesterday, because of Yaxel Lindenborg's comments about being the best team in college and the best Michigan team ever, all that stuff, it just got me thinking, who do you think, in your opinion, is the most talented Michigan basketball player? You could choose from Yaxel Lindenborg, Trey Burke, Chris Webber, or somebody else. Glenn Rice, Kazi Russell, Rudy Tomjanovich, you know who. Tomjanovich, gosh dang it. Jalen Rose, Juwan Howard, or somebody else. Mo Wagner, Franz Wagner, so many people to choose from. My mind's going blank. Jamal Crawford. Results are in. And here they are. As you can see here, the winner by a long shot was Chris Webber. And he was now, if Michigan wins the national championship, and it's because Yaxel Lindenborg continues to tear it up in the Elite Eight, Final Four, and the national championship, might be a little conversation to talk about him being the best. But as of right now, I would say Chris Webber. He, of course, he went on to play in the NBA, high draft pick. And he was so talented, made so many great plays. It's sad that he's always going to be remembered for the timeout, but still a fantastic player. So I would agree with that. Although Trey Burke was amazing, but his talent didn't carry on to the NBA, unfortunately. So I would say Chris Webber. That's a good point. Good one. I agree. I like it. I like it a lot. Thanks for everybody that voted. Again, if you didn't vote, go vote. And that's going to do it for this episode of the Amazing Bluebeard podcast. Thanks for hanging out with me. If it's your first time here or you haven't subbed yet, please hit that subscribe button. Join our community. We would love to have you be here. And remember, when we hit 1,000 subs, I'm dyeing my beard maize and blue. So help us get closer to that. If you are subscribed, I appreciate you. Check out the free Discord, join it so that we can chat about stuff in there. Be sure to hit the like button so that YouTube knows you're having fun and can send it out to more people. And leave a comment. I respond to everyone, and I cannot wait to chat to you down there. So I'll see you in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be a live post game after Michigan and Tennessee. So until then, as always, Michigan fans, go blue.